Hey guys, welcome to Prince Stitch's YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed on my YouTube channel, please click on the subscription button because on this channel you will be learning a lot of things. If you're a beginner, it is beginner friendly, and if you're here to learn advanced, it is advanced friendly as well because we'll be teaching a lot of things. You can even have idea on this class to learn how to sew on your own. All you need to do is click on the subscription button and let's start. Here for today, we'll be teaching how to make a basic skirt. Before you take a business skirt, I'm sorry, I did not have a video of it here, but all you need to do is take your customer's measurement correctly. Yes, customer measurement correctly. I realize that a lot of people are still struggling with basic skirt. Now let's get into details. On here, I already took my customer's basic skirts correctly. The measurement is already perfect. So now I'm trying to check my length, the length of my fabric, because it's a straight skirt, it's a gown actually. So you can use it for a gown that you have to generally half length. You can also use it for a skirt, a normal skirt. This pattern it works for both. I already get my length perfectly. Now I'm trying to cross check. I'm looking for my shoulder to half length is 18. So I placed my 18 up from the place where I'll be joining my skirt, and I'll be taking my shoulder to hip, which is 25 from that place. Take note of that. So shoulder to hip is 25. So I placed my 18 on the starting point and I look for 25. So now I already took my hip circumference. I added my allowance. This is my waist circumference, and I'm going to be taking my waist circumference and I'll be adding my allowance. 1 inches for that and 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. 1.5 inches for sewing allowance is okay. From my waist to the above the knee, that is it, 27. I took 18 up from my waist because shoulder to waist is 18. I took 18 up so that I'll be coming down to the above the knee, which is 37. Now I'll be returning my hip measurement without allowance to my above the knee. Take note, hip measurement without allowance to my above the knee. Then I'll be connecting my waist to my hip, and I'll go back to connect my hip to my above the knee to give me that well structured shape that I want. Take a look at what I'm doing. Just focus on the screen and take a look at what I am doing now. I'll now be going to my skirt length, which is on the edge of the fabric. That is where my skirt length is. And I'll be taking my hip measurement as well. What I use on my above the knee, I'll be taking my hip measurement as well without any allowance. I will not remove anything. I will not remove anything from my hip, and I will not add anything. I will just be taking it exactly like that, and I'll be connecting those lines together. I'll be connecting everything together. So it will give me that structured perfect shape that I want, because if I remove anything it is going to be too tight. So people used to remove, but at the end of the day it will be too tight. Your customer will not feel comfortable to work, and if I had anything it's going to be too big. So it works for everybody. Just return whatever you have on your hips back to your above the knee and your length and shape it out. Now look at that shape. Just focus on what I'm doing. Look at that shape. Look at how well structured it is. Don't just go down. Try to make sure you take your above the knee, your customer above the knee, to give you that structure that you want. Look at how structured it is. Now when you are done cutting, this is what it will be giving you. Now you can now go and lay your back bodies now. So I'm about to lay, I want to draft out my back skirt. So I'm about to lay my fabric. I use 2 yards for this skirt because the hip I'm using is hip 45. So 2 yards, I use 2 yards for this skirt. It's a long gown, so you can use this for a skirt and you can use it for a gown as well. So for the hip I'll be adding extra 2 inches allowance. It's 2 inches allowance, so that is going to be my zipper allowance. Just take note of what I'm doing. Just take note. I realized that a lot of people, they are still struggling with shaping their zipper bulge. We have different ways to shape our zipper bulge, but there is a particular way that works so perfectly, and I've been using it for a very long time. In fact, if you use this method, if you don't want to add hip padding to your clothes, it will still push your bum bum. Even if you have small bum bum, it will push it. Now imagine using the method and still adding hip pad to your clothes. It will be very very nice. So just focus on what I'll be doing. I'll be looking for my shoulder to, I'm trying to see if that is enough for my zip allowance. Yes, it's enough. So I'll be looking for my waist to hip. So now I'll look for my waist. I'm trying to like set my fabric. So I'll be looking for my waist to hip. My waist to hip, yes. That's just make sure you are able to identify your waist to hip. Then from there, just the way I'm connecting, just connect, just like you are doing a C cut, just connect that way and just shape it out. This really really works. It works like magic. Don't let it come too down. Don't let it come down too much, and don't let it go up too much. So just do it that way, and then you can just connect it and cut out your back borders. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm cutting out my back borders with my zipper allowance. You can see the shape already. Then when you are done cutting, I'm still cutting. When you're done cutting, then you can now decide on adding your lining if you have to add lining, and if you are using a normal material without lining to cut this, you can just cut and stitch. So guys, if you want to see the sewing tutorial, just let me know, because on this video there won't be a sewing tutorial for it. And if you want me to place the sewing tutorial with how I attached hip to it, a padding to it, let me know as well. Bye.